Hey, Cronus is back for another JitsCast, which I have not done in a while. I'm just now leaving to go to my Jiu-Jitsu gym. Today is my fucking birthday, which is awesome. I'm turning 44, and as usual, I'm going to roll for as many minutes as I am old. So it'll be 45 or 44 minutes straight with no breaks. So hopefully that will go okay. Coming off of an injury from my foot, but it's pretty much it's healed a lot. Just my stand-up kind of sucks because of that, but it's okay. I just poke hard or do whatever. I was a little worried about my cardio level. My cardio is pretty good, especially for my age, but I haven't been doing my normal like longer Peloton rides, which is how I usually keep up my cardio now. So yesterday I decided to do, sorry this is all bouncy, but don't have a choice in my car. So yesterday I decided to do a 45-minute ride to see like how well I do. And this time, wow, that is really bouncy. Well, I guess this road sucks. I guess just deal with the bounciness. So I did a 45-minute ride to see like how my body felt. And I felt fine, you know. 45 minutes went by, I could have went longer, so feeling pretty good about myself today. Hopefully I can record my rolls. I'll ask the guys that I'm going to roll with if I can record. I haven't done that in a while. I think that recording your rolls at a certain point in your jiu-jitsu journey, honestly, is kind of important, because there are things that you'll see when you record yourself that you won't really see like when you're rolling. You know, you can see things from an outside perspective is pretty important. At least it was to me and some other folks too. You can see kind of like when somebody's like passing your guard, like how they're doing it, like where you're missing some stuff, where you can tighten up some stuff. So I find it immensely helpful, especially when I was like a white belt, looking back at my rolls. I used to record my rolls all the time. I just haven't done it for a while. So I'll do it today, hopefully. See how I do, because I want to make a much more concerted effort on becoming a brown belt now that I've been back at jiu-jitsu for about a year. I should be able to resume my journey to brown belt. I want to make a list of things that I want to work on. I want to start recording my rolls. I want to start doing the JitsCast more, just, you know, talk more about jiu-jitsu. I want to be able to identify exactly where my deficiencies are in my game right now. I know where some of them are, so I want to be able to identify more and kind of fix those holes. My jiu-jitsu cardio is usually pretty good, so I shouldn't have to work on that. But there's like a lot of other things. Like for some reason now, me rolling with bigger guys has become like an issue for me. Well, especially when they're bigger and like we're around the same skill level or above. Before I didn't really notice it that much, but now that I'm kind of smaller, I'm about 175. You know, when I first started doing jiu-jitsu, I was about 230. So, and rolling with bigger guys just wasn't really a problem then. And now I don't know if it's like a mental thing or what. I don't feel weak, like that weak. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit weaker than I was. Maybe I could start, you know, strength training a little bit more, which is probably, you know, a good thing. But I should be able to handle bigger guys a lot more using technique and not just like strength. So that's definitely one thing I want to work on, is just getting used to rolling with somebody bigger and stronger than me again, and being able to like handle them. Other than that, my jiu-jitsu game, I've evolved my leg lock game a bit. I've gotten a lot better at getting into the you know, leg entanglements. So I've been working on that a bit. I really want to start working on my mounted triangles, because I don't really use triangles a lot, but I get to mount kind of quite a bit now, and I used to not like using mount, but now I'm getting better at getting to mount, and I think that starting with a mounted triangle will hopefully unlock other triangles for me, because I'm not really good at triangles, but it's also I don't do them a lot. I don't attempt them a lot, and so obviously if I'm not doing them a lot, I'm going to be pretty shitty at them. So why not try to do them more? I mean, I get all my platas, I can get arm bars, so why don't I just go for triangles? I think the problem that I used to use was like an excuse of, oh, well, you know, my legs aren't very long. Well, I mean, no, my legs aren't very long, but also like the way I'm setting it up is pretty shitty, you know. I'm not cutting the right angle, and I know that I should be cutting a much better angle for triangles. And I think that if I'm looking at getting a brown belt, I should probably have a decent triangle. So, yeah, so that's definitely one thing I really want to work on here in the future. And I also want to work on my back attacks. I figured out the problem that I had with, I was trying to use the, what is it called? There is a back attack system that Gordon Ryan uses. It's called the straight jacket system. I kept trying to do it, but I kept messing it up. If you're familiar with a straight jacket system, it's when you're on somebody's back and basically you pass one of their arms off to like your leg, and like you pin their leg with your arm from the back. And I kept getting like the setup for the straight jacket right, and I'll get the arm out, but my leg was never close enough to like capture their arm. And I was like, well, maybe I'm just not flexible enough. Well, then I kept watching videos. I was like, oh, like I was just way too low on their body to actually like capture their arm with my leg. So now I'm like trying to go more up on people's bodies when I'm taking their back. I think one of the problems is kind of a bad habit that I had is when I was on somebody's back, like I would try to keep the chest to back, which is, I mean, that's a good habit to have, but I'll also keep my head like really close to their head, because I would, if I couldn't choke them, I would go for the truck, and to get to the truck from the back, you have to be kind of low. So I think that I should be able to transition from, you know, going low to high, you know, so I can either get the straight jacket or go back down for the truck and then go for, you know, a leg lock. I should be more cognizant of when and where I should use those things. So those are a couple things that I'm trying to work on so far. Hopefully in the videos I'll see some more. I'm not getting stuck into, well, I'm getting stuck with bigger guys. I already talked about that. Like bigger guys, I get stuck on the bottom a lot. Right, that was kind of funny. My phone just dropped. The whole thing just dropped. All right, I'm back. So yeah, those are just some things that I've been looking at, and hopefully I'm about to pull up to the gym. I'm a little late because I'm a purple belt. Sorry to all my training partners for being late. But, yeah, so hopefully I don't die on this on my birthday. All these rolls, and my phone's about to fall out again. So anyway, I'm out for now. Peace.
You can get a little bit more violent if you want. So this first one's super soft. Right, whoever's in with him keeps moving into the ball, because he's going for 45 straight minutes. Yeah, understand? Yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah, 5 minutes out of the night, you're almost like that, right? You're 6. So you get the click. Yeah, now it's free train, yeah? You guys can start standing though, please. Free training? Yeah, but start free training, but start standing. Okay?
All right, so that was 45 minutes of rolling. That was wasn't that bad, but I don't know if you noticed in the video, I fucking hurt my shoulder, my left shoulder, and like my second roll. Yeah, it sucked, but I'm still doing all right. It's just like shoulder's been messed up since like the core, and every now and again like I'll tweak it a little bit, and it just gets like kind of weak. So hopefully it won't feel as bad in the next couple of days, but it's part of getting older, you know. Welcome to 44, I guess. So still had a lot of fun rolling. You know, I had to take I slowed it down a little bit towards the end, of course, because you know I got tired, but still did pretty good. It was good to see Wes. I think it was like his last day here in the States for a while, so it's good to roll with him again. He just picked up his brown belt. He's a really good dude to roll with, especially for me, because guy's like way stronger than me. And he has like this really, he's like he can clamp like his body together like really well. So like when I'm in his guard or like really anywhere, he can clamp his legs together to where I can't. It's like another set of fucking arms. And so for me to get out of it is like really difficult. And so he'll clamp his legs and then attack from there. And it's like it's really difficult for me to deal with. So I try to go for a lot of leg locks with him because he has long limbs. But today he did a really good job of like protecting his legs for me, so I couldn't really go for any real leg locks. And then when he got, you know, to advantageous positions, put on that clamp, and it was just hard for me to fucking move. But I still did pretty good. I still did a good job, you know, sliding in and out of a lot of stuff. I got tapped a couple times, but I mean, such is life. I didn't expect to not tap. I guess I expected to get tapped out at some point. So especially when I have a black belt, a brown belt, purple belt, and a bunch of, you know, white and blue belts. I mean, somebody's gonna give me. So it's still a lot of fun. Yeah, still feel pretty good. Not too bad for this age, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did try to go for a couple of mounted triangles, and I was trying to finish from there. I'm learning. It probably didn't look too great, but you know, I'm learning as much as I can, and trying to get those positions so later on I can you know, tighten it up and work on my triangles and hopefully triangles people. But I'll be the sort of triangle guy. I'll be the triangle leg lock Kimura guy. You know, I do a lot of Kimuras. I'm sure you guys saw like a bunch of Kimuras in those rolls. So hopefully the mount for my phone is holding up a little bit better now, because I took the case off and tightened up the mount, so it made contact with my phone a little better. So hopefully it doesn't fall out and I look like an idiot again. All right, so yeah, comment on the video, what you thought. I think I'll probably package all these together on a YouTube video, and then I'll release just me talking on the pod, like just the talking parts, like in the car, on audio, and then I'll probably commentate on my roll a little bit later today, maybe tomorrow. It's, you know, just kind of reflect on how I did, and you know, get my thoughts on how I did. I just said the same thing twice, 2 or 3 times. Anyway, I'm tired and I'm thirsty. I got a gallon of hydration to drink. Pro tip: if you're an older guy, hydrate. If you're an athlete, so, and hydrate a lot. I drink usually a gallon or more of water a day. I drink a lot of electrolytes too, because I sweat a lot to have to put all of those, you know, various minerals and shit back in my body. So what I use right now is I use stuff called Zym, ZYM. It's a rehydration like tablets that you can put in water. So I put 2 tablets of Zym in a gallon of water, and also some stuff called beta hydroxybutyrate, which helps my body stay in ketosis. Even though I'm not doing a keto diet right now, it's still good for me to take BHB while I'm fasting, because you get a mild ketosis fasting, and I just want to kind of extend it a little bit more, so I don't gain any real weight. So I've been pretty consistent with my weight for a while now. I'm still between 175 and 180. I've been that way for 7 or 8 years now. Anytime I feel like I'm outside of the 183 threshold, I'll hop back on keto, and then once I get back down to about, you know, 170, 168, I'll come off of keto and just go back to fasting and do what I'm supposed to do. So I find that that's a really good way to maintain my weight. And if you're struggling with your weight, maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. So, all right, I think I'm gonna end it there. I need a drink, a lot of water. So, all right, y'all, peace. Oh, and thank everybody for the birthday roll. Shout out to Studio 33 in Bonita, California. That's where I roll. Shout out to Dustin Peak. He's the guy who runs the place. Also, shout out to Matt. He's another black belt instructor who teaches my daughter. So yeah, thank you to you both and everybody else that I rolled with today. And anytime you ever roll with me, thank you. So anyway, now, for real, peace.
This fighting style concentrates on the bones, sinews, muscles, and the more fragile joints. The tactic is to wait until the antagonist pauses. And that's when the eagle claw strikes.